Okay, this is the minivan that we have up for sale at this time, at least. Just give you a little bit of a walk around on it. Class 3 receiver hitch. Okay, I guess we'll start with okay, tires. Tires are, they're just the real cheap Walmart Douglas tires, but they have enough tread they can go around town no problem. Your choice on highway or how far you want to take them. As far as tires go, the passenger front, right front, has 2 plugs in it that I know of, from screws that were in there, so screw repairs. I would suggest to take it to a tire repair shop, have them pull the tire off and put patches on the inside, but it's up to you. Patches just hold better than the plugs do. Okay, go in, look at the mileage real quick. Hopefully that comes up fairly clear. 193,305. Okay, now here, as you can tell, armrest is bad. This is the stow and go, so the back seats and the middle seats can fold down into the floor so that it's almost flat throughout the whole back side of the van here. I'm going to put this down for just a second. Well, it's hard to do this with one hand, so I'm going to turn the camera off and pull the chair up and show you. Okay, so the chair comes on up, push it down, locks in place, and then, well, the front part here, put it down. That is a storage compartment for when the chairs are up too. But anyways, and then the chairs are up. The second, no, that armrest is okay. This, we vacuumed it, but it needs a good carpet and upholstery cleaning. But it's up to you. Let's see, we've also got this thing. I have replaced it a few times. It doesn't matter. Usually I'll catch my boot on the front of it here and it just rips it off. So I just leave it dangling here and stay with the seat. But as far as the operations, the electronics part does work. Okay, the dash. From here, you can see how it's pulled up a little bit. Right here, you'll be able to see a lot of it from the other side of the windshield. sun has just baked it, and that is what it has done to it. Just pulled it out of the place. Okay. Windshield, I believe the only crack the windshield has, which has been somewhat replaced or repaired, is that one. Wasn't a very good repair though, obviously. I'm trying to tell you everything I know about it as I think about it. The side doors can open and close by the electronic button on the side post. Both side posts have that. Both doors can open and close by the electronics. When you're sitting in here, you've got the two buttons here to open either side door or close either side door as well. And that's the problem that we have. Okay. Alright. To explain the issue, sometimes the electronic opening and closing on the side doors works, but sometimes it doesn't. A lot of times it matters as to if you're on flat ground or if the van is sitting at a little bit of an angle or not. I don't like that, but that's the way it is. Also, I have replaced on the inside of the doors, on the side doors, the sliding ones, I've replaced the electronic locking mechanisms. Can't remember exactly what they're called, modules. But they have both stopped locking again. I hate it. I do not like it. But they do not lock electronically very often anymore. They're not good on that. Okay, next thing. The passenger front door window does not go down anymore. The window regulator motor went out. I took it apart and cleaned it a few times. I could do it again. I got tired of cleaning the motor. So what I did is I bought a new window regulator for it with the new motor. I also bought this piece, which is a power steering high pressure side line. And the reason being, in the middle of the line on the one that's on here, it leaks. I don't like it. I was going to replace it, obviously, but I'm not going to get to. I have too many things going on. However, both the window regulator and the power steering hose go with the minivan, so you are welcome to repair them. I would if it was me. The other part on the power steering, the pump itself has been replaced twice, I think it is, by me. And I've looked it up on the internet. Evidently this is a very common problem, but after driving it for many miles, the power steering pumps start whining. Not quite like they're out of fluid or low on fluid, but real similar. Anyways, power steering pumps whine. This one whines. Yeah, I was going to replace it again, but I haven't for, I don't know, I think the last one I changed was probably about 4 or 5 years ago. What else? It might be something I am doing wrong, changing the pump. I don't think so. I mean, I haven't had problems changing the pump on any of my other ones, but yeah, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, I'll be honest. Okay, I'll show you the back seats, how they fold down into this spot. So on these ones, pull that tab. You can pull that one to unlock it from the front. Well, I gotta use 2 hands on this. Oh, come on. There. With 2 hands, it's no problem. 1 hand obviously doesn't work too good. Anyways, and they just fold right down. Same thing with that one, no problem. Of course, that is the 4-way plug outlet for pulling a trailer with the 3-point hitch. I am sorry, thinking about my tractor, with the class 3 receiver hitch, not 3-point. That was dumb. Okay. I know there's some side panels missing off of some of the seats. Wear and tear. It's not the cleanest vehicle. The headliner, so far, I have not had any big problems with it. I don't have it sagging anywhere that I know of. It seems to be pretty good. I've tried to keep my kids from poking and yanking at it. Oh, the rear heater controls. They do work. I can't remember. There's part of it that doesn't work great. I can't remember for sure. Anyways, I think they work. I'll have to look into that one some more. Let's see what else. Oh, also, I know this doesn't matter for some people, but for others it does. We've had it. It's a 2007 model. It's an SXT, so it's got the 3.8 liter V6, non-turbo, of course, and I think we've had it since 2010, 11, somewhere in there. It's been a good vehicle for us. We've made a lot of trips with it. We've enjoyed it a lot. But it's time to go other routes and get other equipment. I've got to have a truck to start hauling heavier equipment. Anyways, body, for the most part, it's okay. You can see some touch up here from the dealer. There's a few dents here and there, small ones like that one on the fender. I'll try to give you a little bit of a side shot so you can see any of them. For the most part, it's not too bad on the body. Could be better, but I've seen a whole lot worse. These rear windows, by the electronics on the door, they do pop out a little bit, give you some more airflow. Yeah, roof rack, of course. The running boards for stepping in and out. Actually does come in kind of handy. Well, I know you probably won't be able to hear a whole lot with it, but I'll start it up and let you see and hear what you can. This is a cold startup, so it is not warmed up yet. Kind of sounds like it might have a bearing somewhere trying to go out. Idler bearing or something, I'm not real sure. But it's already getting quieter. I have replaced that power steering reservoir twice as well. Just because there's a screen in the bottom of it, and that's nice to help filter a few things. Anything out of the oils. 3.8, 6. Yeah, you get the idea. Obviously, a little bit of blow by on the radiator cap area. Okay. Shut her off again. Okay. Let me here. The heater does work. The air conditioning does work on it. Both of the outlets there do work. Driver window does work up and down. None of the other windows are broken anywhere that I know of. Not that I've ever seen. Rear window defrost does work. The heater defrost in the front does work just like normal. Everything on that end. The heat control and AC control for the rear end up here, I know that works. I use it all the time. Well, I did. I don't use this anymore. Okay, as far as reliability, I know this depends from person to person, your own opinion on it, but my own opinion, if I was going to go back to Missouri, for an example, to see family, I would replace that oil pump line. It'd be nice to replace the oil pump. I am sorry, I'm not calling it the right thing. Power steering pump line I would replace. The pump itself, I might not replace, but if I'm already down there and I'm doing the line, I would like to replace the line. It wouldn't have to be for the dependability, but it would be nice. Just for the peace of mind. Window wouldn't have to be working, but again, it'd be nice. As far as the engine, I would do an oil change on it. I would top off all the fluids as well. Make sure my transmission fluid is good, which I have not had any trouble with my transmission. That's... Oh, and if I was going for a long trip like that, I might get by with these tires. For the most part, I think I would go ahead and replace the one on the passenger front, just because it's getting a little lower on tread. And a long trip, for a long trip, I'd rather have a little bit more tread. There's a wear bar. It's got some tread still, but I don't know. Anyways, I would have it repaired from the inside at least. I might just replace all 4 tires if I had the money. But that's about it. As far as dependability, with that, I would trust it to go to Missouri or wherever I need to in the States, in the U.S. I'm actually kind of proud of the old minivan. But anyways, that is it. I can't think of anything else. Oh, I don't remember if I told you this or not. I'm sorry. We've had it for a good while, as you know, 2011 or 12, somewhere in that range, I think. And we have not ever smoked in our car. Evidently, it came from a non-smoker, and we are non-smokers. We can't stand it, to be honest. So, yeah, I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, try to leave a comment, and I will try to catch it and get back to you. Thank you, and have a good day.